Race 3, day 2 is the Coral Cup. I'm going to peel off a few little statty paragraph bit, or say a few. I'm going to do a paragraph of some statty stuff. I know I didn't do it for the Beadles, but hey, go back and record it again. So we want to ignore 10-year-old plus. We want to look for horses with no more than 4 runs this season, hopefully won a race, preferably hasn't run in the last 32 days. You want them rated in the 140s, but not rated above 150, despite the 2019 winner, and not favourite, again, despite the 2020 winner. So maybe stats are there turning. 5-year-olds have run pretty well in this race from a small sample that have tried, and a good number of winners ran at last year's festival. Also, a good number of them were hurdling for their second season. Without further ado, Daryl, does that narrow it down for you? What are you fancying?
Oh, I think Koshari wins this, mate. I really like this horse. I think he's quite smart. Really caught the eye at Leopardstown last time, but I liked his run at Cork when he ran very, very easily over 2.5 miles. This trip, 2 mile 5 stiff finish, be right up his street. I think he's going to go very, very close. So Koshari, for me, there's going to be another bet in here at some sort of price, but I've got to do some more work on this race, to be honest, Dave. So I want the field to cut down, but Koshari is the one that I'm on and focused.
I have to agree with you. Koshari will go very close. He'll go very close to too many hurdles and ruin his chance by smashing into something, I reckon. Does look like a nice enough horse. I don't know how he's going to jump around, to be honest. However, my horse, the most fluent jumper you've ever seen. Botok Ha for Gary Moore. He's had a terrible Tuesday. Goshen's not gone in. You're crying. He's crying. Never mind. Botok Ha is going to bring it back for him. This has been a long-term target, according to Gary Moore. There's bits we can do with numbers and stats to make something sound better than it is. So here's how I can make this horse sound better than it is. His last few runs, he's been carrying too much weight. I think the ground's been killing him a little bit as well. But if we go back to his runs where he's carried less than 11 stone 2, which he will be in this race, they read 1-2-1-1. And the time that he was second was behind All Mankind. Get you beaten a couple of lengths. I just think that the form lies up there to say that Botok Ha is off a reasonable mark. He's a reasonable price. He's about 20-1 for this race. The extra step up in trip's going to suit him. I just don't think he was given a very hard time the last day. Gary Moore said that he's been plotted for it. Just listen to the trainer and listen to me. Botok Ha in the Coral Cup has got a proper chance.
I've got another one I forgot to mention. Mill Green, he's 50-1 shot here. Go back and watch his run in the Martin Point last year behind Indefatigable. He got absolutely no run. He's off the same mark at 140 here. He ran at Kempton in the Jumpers Bumper, beaten 2 lengths by Echo, and then went out in Novice Chase, beaten 6 lengths by Rillo. That should have put him spot on for this. He might go back to the Martin Point, but he might run in here as well. Mill Green for Nicky Henderson, who's got a good record in this race. I think this course is much, much better than the mark of 140. So definitely want to keep an eye on his 50-1. So.